Sculptra today, and Sculptra is polylactic acid, and it has already been reconstituted, and I have another video that shows you that. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, she has a little bit of BLT on her face for numbing. Okay. We're gonna get some Hibiclens. You have to make sure everything is very clean. And then we are going to use lidocaine with epinephrine. Okay. This is our favorite thing though, isn't it? Yeah.
We love Lido with epi.
We love it. There's a shortage, a national shortage right now.
Of course there is.
Yeah, I know, it's very sad. So I'm gonna pull up about, for her, we'll probably go about 2 mLs. If I can get them to come in here. They're having a good combo. We'll do 1.5 because that's all I could get out right now. Okay, so now I'm gonna move this so I don't accidentally use it for something else, okay? And we will put this lid back on. And then we are going to label it, okay? Oops, wrong side. Lido epi. It's gonna be funny to listen to their conversation later, isn't it?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. So we always label anything that we pull up. So we have lidocaine with epinephrine here. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and move these out of the way. Okay. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna change this for a much smaller needle so it's more comfortable. Okay, these are the airtight, no dead space. They're called no dead space needles. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and you can come all the way over here so you can see where I'm gonna put these, okay? I'm gonna raise her up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so relax your head. Is that comfortable for you?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna just clean this off here, here. So these are basically gonna be my ports for my cannula, okay? So that's what where I wanna put these. And I'll let the rest of this kind of hang out in there because we're just kind of trying to get the ports, okay? All right, and then your hands, she's been out with the horses today, so we wanna make sure everything is really clean. Clean, clean, clean.
Yeah, it's probably pretty dirty, my face.
It's actually not bad.
Oh, good.
No. Okay, and then I'm gonna get a nice.
It was nice windy today.
Yeah. So will you grab an ice pack for me? See if there's an ice pack in there for me. Where's that at?
In that little treasure trunk. It's really cute. Yeah.
The Sculptra is diluted to 7 mLs. So what we're gonna do is we actually want it to be at 9 mLs. Okay. So we're gonna put a little bit of lidocaine. Well, this is 2%. I usually use 1%, but there's a shortage. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 1 ml of the 2%. Okay. So there's 1 ml. So what this does is it helps keep things comfortable as we're going through injecting, because she's gonna continue to be nice and numb, okay? So we're gonna just pop this right into here. Okay, this is in the Sculptra. We're not trying to be crazy, but just go ahead and put it in there. Okay. And then we're gonna add bacteriostatic water. So I need a new one of these because we don't want to mix and match. And I always get these out of the way as soon as I'm done because you don't want to pick this up and start injecting somebody with this. So we're gonna put that out of the way. All right, so now we're gonna add some bacteriostatic water. Okay. And we're gonna do 1 of that. Okay, so the total dilution will be 9 mLs, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and put that in there. Okay.
You're missing the best part.
You guys, we're videoing this, you know.
Oh, we're talking about euphoria.
I'm warming it now, giving it a little bit of, we don't want it to rest and sit. We want everything to look kind of like a milky color in there. Okay. What?
Never heard of Euphoria. Is that a show?
Oh, it's a show about people doing drugs and getting in trouble at school and being mean to their parents, right?
Great.
I've not heard of the show.
Sure. Okay, but I look like one of the people.
Okay.
I do. I'll show you.
All right. So some people will put this in their bra to warm it up. I think that's kind of unsanitary. I would do it if nobody else was here watching.
Okay.
Off the record.
Off the record, I would do it.
You want me to spin? I could spin with
I will let, or I could have Amy do it. That's
Okay.
fine. She can, so you can record. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and clean this off. Now, the bacteriostatic water, this I'm going to put this in here so it's out of my way, but I'm not throwing it away. Okay. All right. And everything you do, you always want to check the expiration dates 100% of the time. You want to make sure everything looks good, that you have a good expiration date, you're not using something expired. All right, so I'm going to switch this needle for an 18 gauge, which I'm not going to inject into her face. Okay. And I use 3 ml syringes. Okay, some people use 1, some people use bigger. I like 3. I feel like pretty comfortable with those. All right, so we're gonna turn this upside down here. And we're gonna kind of let all that foam and everything float to the top. We don't want the foam, okay? What that is it just helps, it's kind of an anti-caking agent. We don't really need that in our face. I mean, it might look good, but it might not. I don't know.
Nobody wants a cakey face.
Nobody wants a cakey face. So we want to try to just get the Sculptra, which is all dissolved and beautiful, mixed in here lovely. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. And I'm going to be careful not to get any of the foam. And then withdraw. Oops. And push that back in there. I'm going to withdraw about 3. Okay? And then I will have my trusty sidekick just roll it around, just like that. Keeps it warm and going, okay? Now I'm gonna put my lid back on my needle. And this is where the fun begins. This is the 22 gauge cannula 2-inch. You can use the 22 gauge 2 and 3/4 inch if you have a male face. I think hers is fine with the 2-inch. When you open this, you wanna give this a little pop like that, so you get all the air out, okay? And then I'm gonna put my cannula needle on. It's not a needle, it's a cannula. Okay, nice and round. No sharp, it's round, okay? All right, and this is my pilot needle. Okay, and what I will do now is, let's lay her back so she's a little more comfortable, okay? So lift the feet up, and so she can just kind of relax. There you go. I'm gonna restart. I'm gonna put this right at the angle of her jaw. See right here? Okay. Right, I can feel it. And I'm again going superficial, not going deep. Deep tends to give huge bruises, and you don't want that. Okay. So what this one's gonna allow me to do is put my cannula in and go directly up this way. See how that gives her almost a facelift? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, and you can freeze that there if you want. Okay, and then we're gonna do another one right in front here, because we wanna give this some nice lift this way too. So we're gonna, now right here, so bite down for me. This is her masseter. She has a very small masseter right here. So right in front of her masseter is an antagonal notch, okay? What there it means is that's where her facial artery is. That is not where you want to be injecting anything. You don't want to touch it. You don't want to look at it, okay? But you want to know where it is, okay? It's deep. It's deep. So we're gonna, again, stay superficial, kind of right in front of where that is. We don't wanna go right there. We're gonna go right in front of that notch. Just another little superficial wheel. Okay, you can freeze that now.
Okay.
And now we're gonna go to the other side.
So these go in 3 places?
Well, here, 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 here. Kind of depends
Okay.
on the person, like
Yeah.
where you're putting it, you know? But those are all the big structural places that you wanna go.
Okay.
Okay. And sometimes I wanna figure out if I wanna go this way or this way. And with her, I think I'm gonna go back this way and I'll start here. So, you know, her antegonial notch is here. We don't want to go in that. We wanna go, cause that's her fish artery, right in that notch there, okay?
Okay.
So I get in the habit of saying bite down. You can feel her masseter. It's gonna be right in front of it, relaxed. You can still usually feel it, but sometimes you can't, but she doesn't have big jowls, so you can feel it. So I'm gonna go in front of it and I'm gonna be very superficial. So I'm gonna go back this way. So I'm gonna come around this way. And I have to keep moving this because I don't want it to really settle. This is where I'm gonna be like on top of you a little bit.
That's okay.
Okay.
We'll get all cozy.
Cozy and comfortable. Okay. All right, and then I'll just put that there for the moment and then turn this way a little. Okay. So I'm gonna try to stay above this. You don't wanna go into the jowl, right? You wanna stay
Okay,
above
so you
the
stay
jowl,
above
right?
that bony line.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if not, you're just adding to it, right?
Yeah.
We wanna stay up here. So
Okay.
I'm gonna try to stay away from her notch and just, I'm gonna be on this very edge. So you might feel it's a little bit, can you feel that?